Hey, welcome to TTBoy TV. Today we have a very interesting guest. You know, an educated.
Oh, thank you.
Educated man. He's a producer, cameraman, performer,
Everything.
company owner,
Photographer. Yeah.
photographer, everything. Right? A serious guy and a friend of mine. Please welcome Claudio Bergman.
Thank you very much. Very happy to be here, Phil. It's about time. I heard about your podcast for a while, so finally I'm here.
Glad you made it. Thanks for coming.
No problem. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. How have you been? I haven't caught up with you much since I came back from Atlanta, which was 8 years ago.
A while ago, yeah.
Yeah. How have you been?
Everything's fine, yeah. Everything's fine. I'm doing good. Just keep going with Perf City, my main website, and we are growing. Hopefully, we're gonna make a lot of money. For the moment, we are making money, but not what I hope. It's hard, nowadays. It's hard. It's getting harder and harder.
It's not a joke, right? It's rough.
It's rough. There are too many people around, too much porn, too much piracy. That's bad. That's very bad.
So the piracy is affecting you.
It affects everybody.
Affected me, and I got so pissed off. Yeah. I said, forget it. I'm shutting down Evasive Angles because people would say, fuck you, come get me. Yeah. And a lawsuit costs $30,000, $40,000, so it's hard to protect yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Right? I know.
There is nothing. You just can send the DMCI, whatever, and then wait for them to take them down. But if they do it and then they put it back, it's...
Yeah, it's just a big smack in the face. And I had so much content, they're just having a field day. Right? There we go. There goes your house down the hill.
You probably had a crazy amount of content.
Oh, my God. And my content is very easy, very piraceable, we might say.
Why? What do you mean?
Because a lot of people liked it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so people say, let's take it. It's mine, right? No,
it doesn't matter.
Anyways.
They don't like to pay for porn.
No. They don't want to pay for porn, but sometimes porn is so much different most of the time, than a regular movie.
Yeah.
Because a regular movie, if you want to watch it, you got to watch, if it's a good movie, Of course, not a lot of garbage shot today, but if it's a good movie, you got to watch and be interested in it and follow it. Porn, you don't got to follow. You just flip off that ass, flip on the ass, the pussy, 3-4 minutes, average guy. All right, next, right? So you don't have to follow. So it's the best media to steal.
To steal, yeah.
Right? And music too.
Yeah, but what I always say, these people that do this, they don't understand that if we don't make money, we can't produce more porn. At a certain point, if they keep stealing and we don't make money, we go out of business, and they are not going to have new porn to jerk off, It's real.
I don't say it very often, but the piracy for my company, of course, broke my heart.
Yeah.
Because I worked so hard in so many years. So, yeah, you got to understand that Evasive Angles was one of the top companies, I think, of all time, especially for the product I produced. And people say all the time, why don't you produce the product? Because they steal it.
Yeah.
That's why. So you can't get the wonderful creative vision I had anymore. You have to go someplace else, and a lot of it's not there, and you're getting bored with that porn because the pirate stole it. Sure. And that is the reason why. That's the equation at the end, the answer. Okay, so anyways, you have a unique story, Claudio.
I have many unique stories.
Yeah, you have many unique stories, but your entry in here is unique too. So everything's kind of unique here.
That's probably the most unique.
Yeah, so totally, and I know part of it. I don't know all of it, and probably 99% of the people out there know none of it.
Yeah.
Probably. So anyways, so first of all, let's go. How many scenes have you performed in anyways? I'm curious.
I don't know the amount of scenes. I used to count the different girls that I had sex with. But I stopped like around 350, I think. So probably, I would say that I shot more than 500 scenes.
500
But
scenes.
not that many because I started late. I started like around 40. I was almost 40 when I started.
Wow.
Yeah. And I kind of quit early. Well, I still do it, but I do it more for fun. But professionally, I kind of quit early. I don't know why. Around the 50, I thought maybe it's better to dedicate myself more to shoot, produce, and do other stuff than have sex, And probably that was a mistake. So I could have fucked many more women.
Let's put a point of fact in here.
Yeah.
Right. Fucking the beautiful girls is just the way it seems most of the time. Amazing.
It's the best.
Right.
It's the best. I always said that. What else? I don't even know why people have like all being during the free time. Just use your free time fucking. Seriously.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how many hours a day do you put in the fucking, since you're saying that?
Well, I'm getting older. So I'm 66 now. I know that I look great, but I'm 66. I don't. Well, but. Also the swinging thing, I don't understand why people are not more swingers,
Really?
Yeah. I had on my friend even in Italy, I was trying to push them to do this. Let's have fun all together. What's better than fucking all together, No, they didn't want to do. They are jealous. They are ashamed. I don't know. So, and here it's about the same thing, There are swingers, but I don't know. Anyway. So.
Yeah, I mean, you're open. I know you don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind. I like to see my wife fucking with other guys, and she doesn't mind me having sex with other women. So
that's incredible. A lot of Europeans, I think, have more of an open attitude about sex.
Yeah, generally speaking, yes. Yeah.
But I worked with your wife once, I thought, right?
I think it was for the
Seymour Butts in the orgy, right?
Pool party, yeah.
Yeah, pool party, right?
Yeah.
Wait, was that like 96, 97?
We had just started, I was in paradise, so I couldn't believe that I was doing this stuff.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Yeah. Ironically,
yeah.
I spoke to Seymour Butts last night.
Really?
Yeah.
And you told him that I was coming today?
No, I didn't tell him, but I never talked to him. I haven't talked to him in over 20 years.
I don't even know what he's doing now. I don't think he's important anymore. No?
Well, he's in the marijuana space.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people ask for him, so I'm going to try and get him on. He said he'll come, so maybe next month. Okay. But anyways, I always liked him. He's a hell of a nice guy, I thought.
He was always nice with me. I don't know him deeply, but he was behaving nicely. So he paid me, and that was good. It's already something, especially those times. There were people that didn't like to pay.
Yeah. By the way, everybody, I got this crazy microdersion facial yesterday, so my face is all whacked out. So don't think somebody beat me up. It was the beautician.
That doesn't happen.
Well, that's happened, you know what I mean? But
the opposite is more probable.
Yeah, more likely. But
more likely.
I've been beat up, of course, plenty of times. You know what I mean? In boxing and sparring. Yeah. But jiu-jitsu. Anyway, so yeah, we were. I worked with your wife. I remember one time only, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, that was the only time I also worked with Danielle Rogers.
I don't remember.
Which was Randy Spears' wife.
Oh, okay.
And she was so pretty. She had a beautiful face, right?
Yeah.
And I started fucking her. I said, fuck. And she was so horny, right? I was like, wow. Anyway, no wonder he doesn't want me working with her. Or maybe he did. I don't know. You know what I mean? Whatever. He's a nice guy. Randy Spears is nice. Anyways, so so you think you fucked like 500 girls now?
I would say at least. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. So I did more than that number of scenes, but I would say fucked like 500.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, but you did probably thousands, so but you started much earlier than me.
Yeah. I fucked at least 12,000.
So let's say before porn, I probably fucked like 50. After porn, 500. That's
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's what I recall. Okay, I recall you and your wife came from Italy.
Yes.
and won some type of lottery, educational lottery or something to this effect,
No.
to become a citizen.
No, that happened after we came here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so
So my wife, after we've been here for like a couple of years, I think 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. We were here on visas and stuff, you know. After that, we applied every year for the green card lottery. And one day she won. It's funny because I remember, you know, I like to do this. Every morning I was telling her before she won the lottery, say, okay, go get the mail. You see that we win the lottery. As over and over, I don't know how many times I did. One time she came back with the mail and she said, "You say it? You called it. Here you go. I won the lottery."
really?
Yeah. So she won the lottery for the green card. And we applied we got married after that because we were just boyfriend and girlfriend. After that, we got married. We went to Vegas because it was the easiest way.
But you came from Italy together.
Together.
Okay.
Yeah. But we were boyfriend and girlfriend, you know. And so we went to Vegas because it was the easiest way to got married. And then we applied for the green card together as a married couple because she won, but we were married, so I had the right to get it, you know. And I remember when we went to the interviews, as always, you know, those people are crazy, you know, the immigration people. And they told me immediately, we went there with our attorney. We had an attorney, we went there with him, thanks God. And he said, oh no, he cannot apply it. Why? Because he got married after she won the lottery. And my attorney said, sure. He said, but they applied to get it as a married couple. So they did research and stuff, and they put us in the book where I think we got like a case that fits the applicant for this stuff. So we got the green card. And after 5 years, we became citizens.
Oh, so it wasn't any type of like educational thing, or when you guys came here or something? That's what I thought.
No, we came as Italian citizen. We could come even without a visa. At that time, there was you were coming with a passport. They were putting a green stamp on the passport, valid for 3 months, and then you have to leave. But this is what we did. It happened that I was flying that time, and me and a friend of mine brought a plane from Rome to Tulsa, Oklahoma. When we crossed the border between Canada and the US, we didn't have the visa. And they said, you cannot come in. Why? We are Italian citizens. You know, I've been here many times. You know. Yes, but with a commercial plane, not with a private plane. So what do we have to do? You have to go back to Canada, which is just, Detroit is on the border, so it's just 10 minutes of flight. Fly back to Canada, I think it's Winslow, the other side of the border. Fly there, cross the border in the tunnel. There is a tunnel that connects Canada to the US. Cross the border to the tunnel. In this way, you rent a cab or whatever. When you cross the border, they put the green stamp on your passport, and that's a visa. Then you can fly back here. And this is what we had to do. It's crazy. So anyway, because of this reason, I asked for a visa. I said, this is what I do. It can happen again. I don't want me to happen this stuff again. And they gave me a visa. They gave me, I think, the B1, B2, which is tourist business. And my wife instead just applied to my flight school where I was training to get all the licenses, pretending that she was studying to become a pilot. In this way, they gave a visa to her too because she was studying as a pilot. That's the story.
So let me get this straight. So you came from Italy together.
Yes.
Right? You know, I'm just curious. Yeah. So and then you stayed here the whole time?
No, we went back I think we went back one time to get a new one of those temporary visa, you know. But we overstayed with one. With
Of course, everybody does, right? But the idea was to leave and come to America.
Oh,
Was that the
yeah.
idea?
When I first moved here, I knew that I didn't want to stay anywhere else. You know, I love LA. I don't know why, but I love LA. We have the ocean, we have the mountain close by. It's the only place in the world where you can go skiing in the morning and to the beach in the afternoon.
And you could even go quadding in the sand dunes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is everything.
It's unbelievable. I mean,
Ocean, desert, and mountain, everything.
incredible. And you have other places close by, Vegas, Mexico, Arizona, which is a beautiful state. You have a lot of great things.
All the national parks close by.
It's incredible, right? California is incredible.
And porn is here too.
Yeah. so that's interesting. Yeah. So anyway, you were 39 or 40 or what?
I think when we moved here to stay at the end of 93, so I was 39. And I started porn the year after, so it was 40.
What were you doing in Italy before? And what city did you come from?
Okay, my city is called Trieste. Trieste is northeast of Italy, right at the border with Slovenia, former Yugoslavia. It's about 100 miles east of Venice. And I'm a mining engineer. So I graduated as a mining engineer, and this is what I was doing there. I had my company. I had an engineering company with some partner. And we were doing mostly study of the soil and stuff like that, topography, geotechnics, stuff like that. You know. But I got bored very fast and very easily. I graduated in engineering only because I knew that it was the most difficult thing to do. Actually, at the beginning, I started with electronic engineering. But then I remember I saw a movie with Roger Moore that he was...
James Bond or no?
No. He was a mining engineer in South Africa.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I think something with gold, you know, some Roger Moore. And I don't remember the title of the movie. I said, fuck, it's not bad, being a mining engineer. Okay, so I changed from electronic to mining. And then graduating, I always told everybody, I always said, the only reason I'm doing engineering is because it's the most difficult subject that I could have taken, you know. So, and that's it. I just wanted to graduate and prove myself and graduate. And then whatever happens, you know. I started working as an engineer, and like as I told you, I had my company. But I was always dreaming about porn, you know.
Yeah. I get to that. So, how many people did you have in your company?
Well, there were like 3 partners, me and other 2 partners.
Okay.
And then we became partners in another engineering company where my wife was working as an employee there. She was a computer designer. She was using AutoCAD and doing the drawing and stuff with that. So I met her there because I became partner in this other company. She was employee of this company. You know? And then at a certain point, I told her, hey, I'm tired. At the end, we did a kind of a good business, you know. So we not big money, but you know, I had a cushion of money that I could stay for a while without working, you know. And so we sold all the equipment of a mine, the region, Friuli Venezia Giulia, the region where Trieste is. There was a mine there.
So, because I was in a mining business.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I wasn't the business person, but I worked in the mines, so I know about equipment. So, what kind of equipment did you have?
Everything, everything that it was there. It was a lead and zinc mine at the border with Slovenia.
Wow.
And the region Friuli Venezia Giulia was closing the mine because it was not profitable anymore, whatever. So they were closing the mine, and during the process of closing, they made an auction to sell everything. I mean, all the movable equipment, which means like all the machine to move the soil, like the excavator and the stuff. Plus,
it was open pit.
No. It was underground. Yeah, there was a big long pit. You were going underground, and they were
track drill with the booms on them to blow it up with dynamite and all that good stuff. Air compressors, all that.
Yeah, and plus also all the plant to treat the ore. You know, so when from the mine they take off these rocks, which is the ore, and the ore, and then they put this through crusher and mills and stuff to make powder, and then they separate the mineral from the from the soil. And so there was a big plant to do this, and so we acquired everything for a very good price. The moment we acquired everything, I don't remember. I don't think we didn't have the money to pay for that. But the moment that we did, the moment that we were on the auction, we were immediately contacted by all the other people, not all, but few of the other people that participated to the auction. Somebody were the people that were raking just how do you say rotami in Italian? The pieces of steel, just to melt it and make new metal. How do you call it?
A smelter?
No, the people that do this, they collect the wreckage. How do you call it? You know what I mean?
They collect the records or the equipment or the material?
The material. The steel material, the pieces that you cannot recover, For example, these mills and crusher and stuff, you can just throw them away, but there is a lot of steel in it. So they were cutting.
Almost like a junkyard person.
Yeah, recycle of junk, So one was this, and the other one was a company that was selling used equipment like excavator and stuff like this. So they gave us an advance, everybody, and with that we paid the auction. And then a little bit at the time we delivered everything to these people. We made some money, and with that money I told my wife, I said, hey, let's go to the US. I was a private pilot in Italy, only for fun. So I was flying for fun. And I got the private pilot license.
You had a double engine or just single engine?
In Italy, only the single engine. Single, private. And
so let's get this straight. You took a single engine all the way across the sea.
No, that was a small twin engine. But I was already here. And I had already the twin engine license. It happened, I think it happened in 94. May or June, the beginning of June 94. But I gotta be honest, I was flying the plane all the time. But with me, there was my friend, Corrado, which at that time it was my instructor. And another Italian guy. He was a super experienced pilot. So I was at the place of the captain, but the instructor was next to me, in case anything happened. But that comes after. Let me.
Okay.
Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah.
With it? Yeah. Okay. So I said, my idea is to move to the US, and I wanted to go to LA because the year before I went to visit a friend of mine who was an electronic engineer working for digital equipment, digital research, the big company, digital. And I went to visit him in Palo Alto. But I landed in LA, I stayed a few days in LA, then we drove to the Bay Area. I stopped to ski in Tahoe. And then
that's a problem.
And then I came back to LA. And then I said, this is the place that I want to stay. Or at least I want to try, I want to see because I love LA,
Tahoe is so beautiful.
Well, Tahoe is beautiful, but it's a little far. So now I'm a skier too, so I prefer to buy a place in Mammoth. I have a condo in Mammoth. Tahoe is great. I skied in Heavenly, it was beautiful, but Mammoth is a little closer. So anyway, the year before, I discovered LA. I like it. So the year after, I told Tiziana, I said, okay, let's move there, at least try. I get all my pilot licenses, and then we can try to do some business with the plane, maybe bring people from Europe, tourists, and do tourist flight around all the biggest attractions there, like Grand Canyon, Monument Valley, Meteor Crater, stuff, Bryce Canyon, Zion, all the national parks around there. And I was thinking about doing this, but it was too complex. And you got to work as a pilot. You need the ATP, the Airline Transport Pilot license, which means I think it was 1,200 hours of flight. And so I got the commercial, multi-engine, instrument, everything, but always dreaming about porn. And I knew that here it was the center, So, it always happens when you are focused on something and you really want to do something and you are determined doing something, somehow the circumstances creates around you and you end up doing that.
The universe is strange.
Yeah, it's
power.
It's the law of attraction,
Yeah, it's very strange.
Which is true, nothing to say. So, and I end up doing porn.
Hold on about that.
The first place first of all, we were staying in Van Nuys in one of those Oakwood apartments was for people that are here for short term, because I was thinking maybe go back to Italy, come back, whatever. Then when I come back, after the trip that I did with my friend from Rome to Tulsa with the Piper Comanche, when we came back from that, I rented an apartment with Tiziana in West Hollywood. And my friend was living there with a girlfriend, an American girl there, who was the manager of the building at that time. And I was telling her, oh my God, I'm dreaming about porn. I know that this is the center, but I don't know how to start. Oh, I know somebody that is in the business. He lives here in this apartment. Wow, really? Yeah, if you want, I make you meet him. Please do it. Okay, boom. She set up. The guy came over and said, okay, yeah, you know what?
Who was he?
I think somebody that you're not a big fan of. Do you remember? He changed name. I think before it was Adam Vaughn, then Adam something. Adam guy, do you remember that?
He had two girls?
Maybe, yeah.
Did he have Tammy Monroe with him or something? Or
I think so.
A little redhead too?
He was blonde with long hair.
Blonde, yeah, I liked him. He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy?
Yeah, I liked him.
Okay. Yeah.
So he was there.
I owe to him a lot. Just this introduction. Because when he came over, he said, you got to start with your girl because it's the best way. It's very, very tough for a guy to start by himself. Start with her. You can work at that time. My wife, she was a girlfriend. She just wanted to work with me. We can start working together, and then from there you can keep going. You prove that you can do it. By the way, tomorrow there is a casting call at Jim South. He gave me the address, and we went to the casting call.
Wow, that's ironic. Look.
And the first to hire us was...
Well, Jim South is the owner and the first and best agent, in my opinion, of all time. World Modeling founder, Jim South.
Unfortunately, he passed away.
But wait, so I don't want to go too much farther, but this is interesting. What a fuck. The casting calls are like a dream in heaven, right?
Yeah, I was there and I started seeing all these faces that I knew from Italy, from the VHS tape that I bought.
Hold on, yeah.
When I saw Ron Jeremy, I couldn't believe, I saw Ron Jeremy, Don Fernando, those people. Oh my God, it was crazy.
Let's go back because I want to go that far because I'm interested in some stuff. I want to know, living in Italy, Trieste.
Trieste, yeah.
How much harder is it to live in Trieste? Or what is the differences of living and surviving in Trieste compared to Los Angeles? Is there any economic-wise
Well, besides, I wouldn't say LA. Generally speaking, the US, there are more opportunity. It's still the place to be. If you wanna make progress in your life, you can do good everywhere, of course, but it's harder. It's okay. The spaces are tighter and overcrowded. There are a lot of people, in a small place. Italy is about the size of California, with like I think 70 million people, And so it's difficult to work beside the politics, I hate the politics. As an engineer, you had to do politics to get jobs, because to get contract and stuff, and it's not for me,
So it's harder to live out there.
Oh, for sure, for sure. It's harder to make money.
Harder to make money.
Yeah.
Well,
I think none of my friends make the
really?
kind of money that I make. Yeah.
Or it's almost like socialized, almost a little bit. So it's so controlled you can't really make too much.
Well, no, I don't know about that. It's just harder. The government try to kill you any way that it can, with taxes, crazy taxes, regulation and stuff, Here there is a little bit, well, it's getting worse here too, but it's just the beginning. In Europe, Europe, yeah. Europe is an old country, an old continent. And they are ahead. I mean, not ahead technologically, or they are ahead of time. So we are gonna get at that point sometimes. Over there they are fucked up. We are not yet.
But we're on our way.
I think we are on our way.
Yeah, you can see. So, but I'm interested in these things too, Claudio.
Yeah.
Like, what is school like? High school, grammar school, junior high school. When you're growing up, is it so strict? Everything is so rigid? Is it more open? Because California before was kind of interesting. You could do kind of interesting things in school sometimes, you know what I mean? So,
like what?
Well, there was no problem with kissing in my school. Now I hear it's totally against all regulation. But kissing, and I think that some people fucked. Even junior high school,
Well, at my time, it was more strict. Yeah.
More strict.
Yeah, but also the schools are more difficult. They're serious.
The education is more.
Yeah, they're serious.
Way more.
So you learn. Yeah. I still remember stuff that I learned there, and I talking to people here. They know many people that with decent education, they know nothing compared to me. Yeah.
So it was a lot of hours. It's 6 hours a day, 5 hours a day for normal schools.
5 to 6. Yeah,
So
I think between 4 and 6. Yeah, I would say an average of 5 hours a day, 6 days a week. 6 days a week, Saturday included.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Whoa, you hear that?
Yeah.
That sucks.
but not in the afternoon, just in the morning. Start at 8, and usually finish at 1.
And church on Sunday?
No, but we had a religion at school that is fucked up.
Yeah? Bro, the religion's fucked up?
I mean, having religion at school is fucked up. Why should you learn religion?
Okay, I get it. Theology, kind of.
No, everybody is Catholic there. Okay. So actually, the people that were not Catholic, they were asking to be exonerated. In my the liceo, I did the liceo scientifico, which is like a scientific school, but more humanistic. So you study a lot of literature too, but more on the scientific. Then the other liceo is classical, which they study Latin and Greek. In my school, we study only Latin, but Latin for 5 years, all years, every year Latin.
Wow.
Plus everything,
Latin is part of the old Latin, or is it like what we consider Latin, like Spanish?
No, Latin, they're from the Romans, Okay.
That's how the most people can say, oh, Latin, we know Latin, but a lot of people don't know that Latin is old as fucking hell.
Yeah. Well, Latin is the beginning of the Italian language,
Mm-hmm.
Until Dante Alighieri, until the time of Dante, all the educated people were speaking Latin. And there was this new language coming up, but from the people, from the poor people. This is why it was called volgare, because from vulgus is the people, the poor people. And Dante was the first one who wrote this humongous poem, La Divina Commedia, in volgare language. But everything else, all the books, everything else, until that time was written in Latin. So Dante was the first one. And then, since then, Latin slowly disappeared, and the Volgare became the modern Italian language.
Okay, that's interesting. Did you grow up in a wealthy, lifestyle?
No, not really, but not poor either, So it was just like middle class.
Your father was an engineer too, or?
It was a geometer. A geometer is like a step below engineer. So he didn't go to the university. Did the high school that he did was a technical school that for a kind of engineer, but it's called. They don't do enforced concrete computation, that stuff, but he can do any kind of topography and stuff, little projects, small projects. But he was working for the Italian railroad system. So it was designing curves for trains. This is what it was.
You get bored quick, I bet.
I don't know, but he was making good money because he was also working at the side, So doing this for private companies.
Was he a good guy?
No. He was a fascist,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this I always say, until the moment he died, he was regretting that Mussolini is not still in Italy. So that for me was unreal.
Really? Well, that's kind of hard to understand.
Many people here still wish the Mussolini was still here. Okay, good for you.
Oh my God! Really? Are you the only child?
I'm the only child. Yeah.
Okay.
I had a very good mom that loved me to death, and she was protected by me because the guy was. Well, okay, I can't say that he was doing it because he was mean. He was doing it because that was his idea of education, so the fascist education, And my mom was defending me all the time, But he was very strict. I couldn't do anything. Everybody at school, my school, they had fun, do whatever they wanted. I couldn't because I was controlled by him.
So you had to go home and work, schoolwork, and all that stuff?
He was interrogating me in the evening.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
To see if I was prepared for the day after.
Really? Wow. So that's kind of like you're in a concentration camp.
Kind of, yeah.
So you're just these kind of regressions and repressions make you for pussy, This is what it does to you, makes you love pussy more.
Since I was a kid, since I started dreaming.
Yeah, because I wonder, psychologically, physiologically, if these are very relative, because I grew up similar a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm crazy for pussy at a young age. Or is it just the blood? We don't know for sure. Maybe somebody knows. But repression for sure leads you into pussy or drugs, alcohol. But anyways, so...
Well, alcohol, I always loved alcohol too. I like alcohol and pussy. No drugs, I don't care at all at drugs, but I love alcohol.
But alcohol's a drug.
It's a good drug.
Yeah. There you go. Who gives a fuck because it's your life, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Who gives a fuck? Yeah, we like drugs, we like alcohol, we like pussy, yeah?
Yeah.
So? You don't like it? Go ahead.
I smoke some pot once in a while, especially in the evening to go to sleep. I don't function good with that. Instead, with alcohol, I'm fine.
I can't smoke weed. One hit and I'll be like,
Yeah, me too. I behave stupid but this is why I smoke at home before going to bed and stuff like that. But
Yeah. It makes you sleep well.
Yeah, makes me sleep great.
Yeah, it's a powerful plant. Unbelievable. Marijuana. Wow. Yeah. Anyway, so I always like to know these things because I'm always about pussy, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Right? So we're in school, right? When, Claudio, did you say, oh my God, look at those girls' legs, look at that girl's ass, look at her face, look at her tits. When did you just one day say, what the fuck, your dick is hard? And you're like, were you ever like that? Because I'm sometimes was like a wild dog, Wow!
I don't know if I was exactly that, but I don't remember. I really don't remember. Too much time passed by, but I think I was very young when I started dreaming about fucking girls.
6, 7, 8?
Oh, well, I don't think so, but but probably 12, 13 for sure, yeah.
Okay. So then when did you first get your piece of ass? First piece of ass?
I think like 15, something like that, yeah.
Was it good? How was it?
It was okay, yeah. But I've at the beginning I was struggling to get pussy. It was the difficult times. It was still girls didn't want to give it away.
No?
So yeah, it was tough. You had to get a girlfriend, work on hair, and it's yeah. I think it's much easier now.
I hear these stories from even in America, right? It's strange. It kind of is trippy, but when I was young, maybe because I had the energy, the girls were, hey, giving me pussy. Not just giving it here, but if you just smiled and they knew that you liked them, you just had to ask.
Yeah.
Right? It was crazy when I think about it, right? But, because they seemed horny. When I reflect back, I say, fuck, those girls are always showing their pussies off, like in the tight pants and the bikinis and going, hey, right? And they were horny, right? So, you hear stories about girls fucking and yeah, these girls it was just, so that wasn't that way where you came from.
No, absolutely not. And Italy is Catholic, this fucking religion ruins everything, Yeah.
But does it make you more depressed so when you finally do get it, you're hornier, or does it just ruin it?
I think just limits you, they try to, until a certain age, I think until 14 or 15, I was brainwashed by this religion. I had to go to mass on Sunday, and stuff like that. My parents were religious, And then because of my father, I started studying philosophy at school, because philosophy was one of the sub-subjects. And studying philosophy, you start asking yourself, what the fuck? Why I should believe in this unexistent entity, which is God,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does. He's infinitely good. How's that possible? Why do I live a miserable life because how the limitation that my dad puts on me and whatever. So fuck God. So at that point I said, boom, done, finish. I didn't go to mass, and my parents knew that they couldn't force me because there was no reason.
And never ever believed again.
No, never.
It's interesting because the mind and body has energy, right?
Yeah.
So it can produce stuff just thinking about it, right? Just being like taught something, it can produce some type of energy, which is the laws of attraction, right? So it makes you wonder, can the idea of God harm you or help you? What do you think?
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
But in a certain way, it depends on what you consider God. In a certain way, it exists. So it's the original energy.
Yeah.
The eternal energy that always exists and always will be. But we are part of that. There is nothing else. So we are whole with this energy. So we are part of God. Yeah. If you look if you think carefully, Jesus Christ said, I and the Father are one. What does it mean? Exactly what I'm saying now. Then the Catholic Church, they pulled out this the Trinity, the Holy Ghost, the Father and the Son, just to tell you the fairy tale, But even the I told you I study philosophy, so even the proof of God existence that the Church gives is faulty. Okay, the first one was from a saint, Sant'Anselmo d'Aosta. He said, God is possessing all the quality. He's omniscient, super good, whatever. He has all the quality. Therefore, among all the quality, he has also the quality of the existence. Which means that he exists. Wow. And then even a monk named Gaunilone said, well, it sounds weird because the moment I think about a perfect island somewhere in the ocean, that everything is perfect in this island, only because I think about this, the island exists? No. Okay, then San Tommaso, another saint, San Tommaso d'Aquino, Thomas of Aquino. Aquino is a place in Italy. San Tommaso d'Aquino brought the 5 proofs of God existence. And actually, I think today those are still the proof of God existence that the church has, which is engine, still engine, engine that doesn't move. Causa prima, first cause, ultimate end, and the other third thing. But you put all together, still doesn't make sense, you know. So why do we have to believe in this entity? I believe in the universe. I believe in the universe. I believe in the source energy. The energy that always existed and always will be. You cannot create and you cannot destroy the energy. It's hard for the human brain to get this, you know, something that always existed. Is that crazy? Huh? Somebody must have created. No, it always existed. And so if you want, you can call that God, but it's not the God that the church said. And then what? And then how come there are so many religions? Who's right? You know, the Christian God exists, or the Muslim God exists, or the Buddhist God.
We know who is right. Which God is right? You want me to tell you?
Please do.
The God with the most money. That's it.
Money
I mean,
God.
you know.
Yeah.
Without that, nobody cares about shit. But anyways.
And then it at the end it come out it's just a way to control people, you know.
That's the sad part.
Yeah.
Because I have deep religion roots, believe it or not, even though I'm a pornographer. And I've seen and I can understand that with this religion at a young age, and you keep it your whole life, maybe a long life, maybe it helps you stay mellow. We don't know for sure. You know, everybody's different. But is possible, but not even possible. I think it's probable that you can miss a lot of life living enslaved with religion.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are going to lose a lot.
Yeah.
In this life, because it doesn't last forever.
They live oppressed, and it's terrible.
Yeah, and that's so that.
Thanks God, I'm not one of those.
Yeah.
Thanks God.
But like we just said, God is the energy.
Yeah.
And I believe that too. I believe there's some serious energy here. It has to be. Yeah. So the girls dress sexy in school because they were repressed. Were they showing their bodies, or were they just like hiding everything?
No, they were. Some were trying to dress sexy, and sometimes they were scolded for that.
Really?
Yeah, I remember a teacher one time told a girl, a friend of mine, said, "How do you dress? That gown, that skirt is too short, or whatever." So
how short?
She said,
a little above the knees, or a lot above the knees?
It was not that bad. No.
Well, it's good for us, right? Well, not really, but we're in porno.
Wow, it was crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think the kids now have it much easier.
Yeah, it's maybe too far because of the internet.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? It's not enough mystery. The mystery's gone. So when did you start watching porno then?
Oh, fuck. I started with the magazine, of course, because there were no media before. I started before the VHS, you know?
Super 8. Did you ever see the
there
Super
were
8s?
the films. Yeah, there were the films. Somebody had the film. They brought the film. I had a projector. We watched that. It was crazy. No sound.
Not the same, yeah.
No, but magazine, a lot of magazine, you know, and then I started. I don't remember the age, but probably early, like 14, 15, something.
Magazines.
Like, yeah, and then the VHS came, and then the VCR and so on, and then from then it's history.
So you got 1 or 2, 3 girls while you were in high school, or 4 or 5, or doesn't sound like you got that much
Not
pussy.
that much. No, I also had I had long relationship. I got many more after high school, in the university, and after, and also when I started working, and but high school, not that many couple.
So the university was 4-year program?
5, but you can do in how long you want. To me, it took much longer because I didn't care. I went in the army in the middle because at that time in Italy it was mandatory. So I went 50. It was 12 months if you want to be just a regular soldier. But I had a high school diploma, so you could become an officer. Do 3 months more. So instead of 12, was 15 months. But after the initial school was 5 months and hard. All the rest, you stay in an hotel, you get paid, you do, it's a different thing, So I prefer to do 3 months more, but become an officer. But the first 5 months, the Scuola Militare Alpina, so Alpine Military School, it was tough. Oh yeah, all in the mountain.
Oh, I see. Physically,
yeah. Everything else that everybody, all the other corp of soldier do on the normal land, we did it on the mountain, So in the snow in winter, marching for hours in summer with this crazy backpack, heavy, And they were loading. They were checking what they were telling you what to put. One of the heaviest thing was the inflatable mattress, when you sleep outside. But even if we didn't sleep outside, they ask you to put that in because it was heavier, and then they check if you have it. If you don't have it, they punish you. And plus studying, because you had to study. There were subjects to study to become an officer. So you were studying and doing the exercise, the stuff the military do.
Testing or a test?
The exercise,
Exercise.
Yeah, but not physical exercise. Going there with a gun and stuff. How do you call it? The maneuver, the whatever.
Maneuvers? Yeah, sure, maneuvers. Yeah, training, maneuvers.
Yeah, with a gun, the stuff. Like
the knives, whatever, yeah. Weapons, weaponry, yeah.
Yeah, rifle, pistol, everything. And cannon, too. Small cannon,
Really?
Bringing the cannon. We had the mule, too.
Oh, my God, it was rough, huh? Archaic a little bit?
Wow.
Okay. So you were an officer?
I was a lieutenant, yeah. The lowest level of the officers.
That's cool. That's cool. But you're a lieutenant.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Claudio.
And I hate it because, I hate disciplines and this stuff.
Fascist.
Exactly. So the reaction, So, and it's not for me. So I did it only because I had to do it, and I chose the easiest way to do, which it was not easy, but it was more comfortable.
In America, it's not required. To go to the military.
In Italy, neither anymore.
No, yeah?
It was at that time.
But Nacho, right?
Yes.
Right. So Nacho, this is a quick story. It's off the beaten path.
He went to the foreign nation.
Right, but he was hiding because he didn't want to go. He's partying, right?
Yeah.
But his uncle or something was high-powered military, and they're chasing him for because he didn't want to go, right? And so finally, when he goes, they say, "You have a problem, right?" So now he says, "You know what? Fuck it. I do the Foreign Legion." And it's just harder, right? The Legionnaires.
Probably the hardest thing that you can do.
So he joins the Foreign Legion, becomes Special Forces, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, but after that, he got out. But it's required then. But maybe still is. I don't know. But that's...
in Italy, it's not anymore.
Okay. So you got the pussy in there. You're looking at the magazines. But by this time in the university, the movies are easier to see, right?
What kind of movie?
Porno movies.
Yeah, they were selling in the stores, the VHS tape and stuff.
So I want to know which actors and actresses like Cicciolina. No, I was always fascinated by the American people. By the American part?
Yeah.
But
Well, I like Cicciolina. At that time, she was great, Cicciolina, Moana Pozzi, they're Italian, But I was in love with Gingerling, Amberling,
Really?
and those
Let's talk about those girls, because I love those girls.
Tracy
The
Lords.
80s. Oh, Tracy Lords. Unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get to see her before my time. But fuck, she looked unbelievable, right?
Tracy Lords.
Tracy Lords.
Yeah.
I mean, for me,
I think she was the best.
I never forget about Tracy Lords. The look, those nipples sticking out with those interesting looking areolas, and her, I don't know, her face, her aura, her bounciness, her hair. She was something, right?
Yeah. Gingerling was good too. And then I came here, I shot at her house, I met her, I was flirting with her. And,
She's a sweetheart. Huh?
yeah, she's nice.
She's so sweet.
She's
yeah.
nice. I
So
like her.
sweet. Yeah. So
Nina Hartley. Though. I met Nina Hartley here. I couldn't believe it.
Really?
Meeting all these people here for me was like paradise, you know, one after the other, you know.
yeah, Nina Hartley never did that much for me, you know, but
Well, the great body.
she has a nice ass.
Oh my, and legs, all toned and muscular, and she still had great legs.
Yeah, she's I mean, she's well respected in the porn community. I guess that's all I can say about that. You know, what I mean? You know, I mean, I like what I like. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'll bring up some of the girls' names, right? But just before I do that, I don't want to forget about your fellow countryman, Roberto Malone.
Oh, I met Roberto Malone here in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, and we shot together. I was still flying at that time. I don't fly anymore because too busy, don't have time, and whatever. So I took a twin engine, small twin engine, Seneca, Piper Seneca. There was a German guy coming here to shoot movies. So me, Malone, I think it was Dick Nasty too.
I like this. He's a nice guy, Dick Nasty.
This guy with the producer and a girl. I remember the girl. I don't remember exactly. I don't think I remember the name, but I remember the girl. She was a Czech girl from Czech Republic. So we flew to Desert Center. Desert Center, it's
Palm Springs.
No, before. It's between LA and Blythe. Blythe is before Palm Springs, so it's just a small landing strip in the middle of the desert, because I knew that there was nobody. So we landed with the plane there, and we fucked this girl on the plane, on the wings of the plane, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then we flew back. And Malone was one of those.
What year was this?
Something late 90s.
Yeah, wow. I mean, because Roberto Malone was a big actor in the 80s, right? In Italy.
He started early, I think. I think it was 80. Yeah.
The 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard he was a really good actor. That's what I had heard.
I mean, as a performer or actor?
Actor.
Being acting?
Yeah.
Like
a big, yeah.
Ershad Savage way?
No, like a porno actor, but they had big films back then in Italy, right?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know. But you know, there was the Joe D'Amato, who was the biggest director shooting in 35 millimeter, and he worked with this guy too. I worked with Joe D'Amato too, you know, and that for me was super hard. It was the hardest way to do porn, you know, because this big camera, 35 millimeter reflex on the tripod all the time, and you have to play for the camera all the time, you know, not like now that the camera can follow you, you know.
Yeah. No, I did a lot of film in my day. Yeah. They were still shooting film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just happy to be part of it. So whatever you guys want, I'll fuck upside down, no problem. but I thought Roberto Malone, but okay, so he's a nice guy. I liked him. We worked together in Spain, in Ibiza, in '92. The guy would go out and drink and do cocaine all night long, right? He'd come back at 5 o'clock in the morning. Unfortunately, we had to share the same bed, which was made me crazy. You know what I mean? I don't like sleeping next to men. You know what I mean?
Sure, me neither.
You know, but he was a nice guy. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's my story of Roberto Malone. Nice guy.
Big dick too.
Yeah, pretty big dick. Yeah. I'll tell you a quick story. Okay.
Yeah.
We were working together. They flew us to Spain. We get off the airplane, and they put me to work right away, right? And this is '92, so I don't have tons of experience. I'm good, but you know, I still need more experience to become great, right? So he's there, already in the scene, warmed up, all, you know, dick hard, They just throw me in there with a girl that I wasn't attracted to, right?
Tall and blonde.
Exactly. How'd you know? Exactly. Right? And she was hairy and all that, right? Hair in her armpits and legs, right? European back then. Anyway, so Roberto's like this big hard dick. So he got me. It took me a minute to get warmed up. Yeah. Right? I just got off a plane, off a 15-hour flight or 20-hour flight, because we fly into Spain and then into Ibiza, right? So it takes, 20 hours, whatever time. Yeah. And so then he got me a little bit at the beginning. Of course, once I get warmed up, I'm fine. But then we were in an orgy, and then me and him were working with this girl, and I destroyed him. His dick went down. He was fucking done. I was just now relaxed, you know what I mean? And he was done. But I liked him. He was a nice guy. But that was the last time you trying to, show off on me, right? In any case.
I have a story about him too. I remember he came here many times to shoot in LA, And one time we had a common friend, an Italian guy that was a producer here in LA. And we were at his place, I don't know, for dinner or whatever. And he had a beautiful girlfriend. At that time, a really beautiful, a poor chick, but really beautiful, serious. I think she was...
Oh, not non-porn.
No, in porn.
Because Zara White was that girl. Was it Zara White? Because he was with Zara White, who was fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I think it was Zara White.
Brown hair, from Holland.
From Holland, yeah.
Zara White, incredible. Fat pussy, tan. When I looked at her, I was like, oh, I worked with her 2 or 3 times. But every time I felt a little bit nervous because she was so fucking pretty for me.
Yeah, she was amazing. Anyway, so I don't know how it started, but probably she was flirting with somebody else. That is a joke, whatever. And Malone was there and he said, looking at us, he said, she can do whatever she wants. I know that at the end, she always come back here.
Really? Wow.
Because he has a big dick, She always come back here.
Was it that big?
It was a big dick, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, not huge, but like a nacho guy, like stuff like that, you know. Thick.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it didn't seem like, to me, nacho seemed like a bigger dick.
No, I don't think so. They're about the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, we worked those 2 times together. That's all I saw. But so anyways, let's talk about the 80s girls. Because I love those 80s girls.
There are so many that I don't remember the name.
I'm going to bring them.
If you tell me the name,
The one I always bring up was this blonde, which, is ironic, but she had this big fat pussy. She had a little bit of raspy voice.
You are into fat
but
pussy,
she was cute. Her name was Danielle.
Oh, I don't know.
Really fit, strong, okay? How about Crystal Breeze?
I remember the name, but I can't figure out. Let's talk about the big star, like Ginger Lynn, like there were other,
Sheena Horn.
Tasha Ray.
Tasha Ray. Yeah. Taja Ray. Taja, Tajae or something.
Yes, Tasha Ray.
It was beautiful. I didn't, it looked great.
And then who else?
How about Candy Evans?
Fuck,
yeah. Right?
Candy Evans, yes. Exactly. I didn't remember the name. Candy
Angel Evans. Kelly. Black girl, beautiful black girl.
I don't remember.
Portia Lynn,
yes, sure.
Sexy.
Sure.
How about
what was the other one that was she for a little while after she was already a MILF, she became extreme contract girl for a while.
I don't know.
I'm so bad with names.
How about Seika?
Seika was good.
She was a pretty girl. Yeah. How about Marilyn Chambers? She was hot.
We go way back now. Yeah.
But she was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Late 70s, 80s.
Hot.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, early 70s with the Mitchell brothers.
What about the Brazilian one? Vanessa Del Rio.
No, she's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Vanessa Del Rio, yeah.
Vanessa Del Rio.
She looked interesting, right?
Yeah.
How about Nina DePonca? No? Black girl? Purple Passion?
Purple Passion?
No?
No, I don't remember.
Sahara.
Oh, Sahara, yeah.
Fuck, right? Yeah. That's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Face. God, I wish I would have met her. Anyway, so there's some girls. So how about any actors back in those days? Porn star guys?
You know,
John Holmes.
Paul Thomas.
Paul Thomas? He's good.
Yeah, Paul Thomas, Herschel Savage.
I mean, who did you like? That's what I'm saying. Because I was watching porno. Some of the actors, I said, I don't like these guys. But some, oh, yeah, these guys are cool.
I think I like most of the guys.
John Leslie?
John Leslie, yeah. Joy Silveira.
Joey Silveira was great. I love Joey. Yeah.
Yeah. And Don Fernando. Yeah.
Tom Byron?
Tom Byron, sure. Sure, I had Tom Byron. I think he started in the 70s.
No, he started about 81.
81,
82, yeah. But
he started very, very young, like 18 or something.
yeah. Like almost like me, I started very young. But and Mark Wallace.
Oh, Mark Wallace, yeah. Then he was working for you.
Yeah. Working for me, I was giving him a job. He had no money.
Yeah.
So I helped him out, yeah. He was in the editing room. Right, there was Peter North, the great Peter North.
Of course.
You saw him in the movies, right?
I shot him many times.
But before.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Peter North.
Yeah, Peter North.
I mean...
Great body, feet.
Big dick and big cum shot. The crazy cum shot, right?
The craziest.
Crazy. Because here's what some people don't believe. They always put their 2 cents in the comment section, right? And I worked with Peter North side by side with him maybe 200 or 300 times, right? And people say, no way, he doesn't come that much. But I'm going to tell you, I've sat there and watched him squirt. Because we do double facials on the girls, right?
Yeah.
Are you ready, Al? You ready? Go. Right? And I saw him numerous times shoot 17 loads.
One time I counted. Was 17.
Yeah,
I remember. It was crazy. I remember one time I was shooting him in one of my houses. He hired me to shoot camera for him. I was shooting him. And just... But what do you do to have such a big cam shot? Like a supplement? Yeah, right, Claudio. Like I'm gonna tell you. I think it's just genetic,
I asked him for years and years, right? He would never tell me. He said, I'm not gonna tell you. But it's genetics. Yeah. There's crazy ideas like he might have a extra prostate gland. But I don't know. You know what I mean? But anyways, he told me a couple of things to take. At the end, a couple of years ago. No, zinc, everybody knows about zinc, but I'm not saying. We're not giving some of Peter North's secrets out. No way. that is too valuable. It's like a sacred secret. And it's not really to be shared, I don't think. It's almost like maybe one of those holy grail moments.
My friend Michael Stefano swears on the royal jelly.
Yeah?
He said royal jelly combined with zinc, and I'm fine with that.
You know what? I never had a huge cum shot. It's weird, but it's could be a lot of genetics in there too. You know what I mean?
Me now almost zero.
Really?
I'm on testosterone, testosterone regimen all the time, and that decreased the amount of sperm.
That sucks.
And also, I'm getting older.
Yeah. How do you feel at this age? You look good.
I look good, yeah. I feel that some pain here and there, knee, elbow, shoulder, whatever. I have a new hip.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Wow, shit.
Left hip is brand new.
Metal.
Titanium and ceramic.
Yeah. How is it? You feel stronger? You feel better?
I feel like I never had anything.
Really?
It's amazing. I was in pain for 15 years, and I didn't want to do it. I decided to do it the moment I couldn't ski anymore. One time I went skiing, it was too painful, so I went to the doctor. I said, "Okay, let's do it." And I'm happy. The later you do, the better it is because technology advanced, so they give you a better implant.
Yeah.
And it probably lasts forever.
That's interesting, huh? So now, yeah, because I know we went skiing that one. Fucking crazy.
At that time, I didn't have a new hip. It was painful.
But you were flying, but I was out of my mind because my father just died.
Yeah,
it was something crazy. That was for me, skiing that day was pure hell. I was just like ready to fall down, really, you know what I mean? Anyways, but you were smoking me anyways, but I'm better now. But I still think
I've been skiing since I was 5 or 6 years old.
Really? There you go, yeah. So Mammoth, you still got your spot, you told me, and it's still, Mammoth's great.
Yeah.
Mammoth, it does have some good skiing there.
when the snow comes, it's the best. You know, the point is this: you have to ski immediately after the storm. You know, otherwise it becomes immediately warm. You know, it's not the same. It's still beautiful and nice, but the real good skiing is immediately after the storm, and you can get some good powder too.
But you like, I don't know, when it has to be groomed. If it's not groomed, it seems like it's rough.
No, I bought a new pair of ski that's pure powder, you know, with a rocker and everything. You ski in any condition. Crud is even worse than the powder, because the crud is after a lot of people ski in the powder, there are tracks everywhere, but it's still all messy, you know.
Oh my God, yeah, that's rough, right? Okay. Oh, well, you're a good skier, I know. Any case, so let's go back, right? You were telling me this incredible story.
Yes.
Because I've heard incredible stories like this on this show about wanting something so bad, so much, and then it comes to you.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, right? Almost like what the Bible says: ask and you shall receive. Right? It's strange. Anyway, so here's this guy, John, I thought was his name. I think his name was John, but his Adam, John Decker.
John Decker.
John Decker.
Yes.
There you go.
Adam Vaughn was the first name, then became John Decker.
So John Decker was the actor. I liked him. He was a nice guy.
But
nice
that time, I remember you told me it was bad mouthing me, and so.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No,
not John. A lot of people bad mouth me. I catch up with them, but I never heard anything about John Decker. I remember, but I liked him. He was a nice enough guy. Couldn't get his dick hard until Cabriolet came. But you know, I mean, obviously we know that before Viagra and Cabriolet and whatever else people have, pumps, getting your dick hard in front of people is not that many people could do it.
Not that many people. And I can say that I was one of those, you know. I didn't perform always good. I had some really bad days, but most of the time I did okay. Yeah.
So
but when Viagra came, it was a nice thing.
Yeah. I've never taken it.
Not even now?
No. I mean, I've taken it a couple times, but when I'm out doing some crazy shit.
On drugs.
Yeah, exactly. So one time I took it accidentally. I thought it was for my foot, you know, some Levitra or something.
Yeah, Levitra.
And I was like, what the fuck, right? I was like a lunatic for 3 days.
All red, you know.
No, like a werewolf.
Why is that? It doesn't do that.
No, my dick, I'm just
okay. No, I thought about the side effect.
Like a lunatic, you know what I mean? Like, not good for me, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I already like the pussy,
but
right?
Cialis is the one who lasts the longest.
Oh, then it was Cialis.
Cialis lasts 3 days. They say 36 hours. To me, it lasts 3 days.
Yeah, so Cialis, I took Cialis.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. I just took a pill because my foot had some fungus and from working out, and it was the wrong bottle. I don't know why I had that bottle. Probably because I was going to give it to my uncle or something, right? So I fucking took it. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Crazy. Anyways, so tell me about, this is the dream. People got to understand that you're dying to go into porno. You meet John Decker, ironically, in the same fucking apartment complex, which is crazy, right?
Sierra Bonita, North Sierra Bonita, south of Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, really? Wow, yeah. Out of all the places right there, because a lot of people are in the valley, not in Hollywood.
Yeah.
A lot of porno. In San Fernando Valley, which is in the back of us right here. These maps, that's why these maps are up, because that's where all the porno was going on, in the San Fernando Valley. So he says, tomorrow is a casting call. Yes. Where all the most famous people are, all the pussy. And you said, that's where we left off, I think, right? Yeah. And you said, there's Ron Jeremy, I
went there and I was like in a kid in a candy store. I couldn't believe it. I went to shake the hands to everybody. Oh my God, I used to watch you in Italy, you know. Everybody was looking at my wife instead. You know? Anyways, at that time we were working only together, then we started working separately. I told her since the beginning, if you want to work only with me, it's fine, but it's your choice. I work with any girl. I said, don't worry. Okay. And then she loosened up. She started working with other people. You know? But she quit much, much earlier than me. You know?
She quit because she just wasn't interested?
She was No, she started doing editing, you know, got busy with that. She didn't care much about doing that. And, I think she became busier with the editing stuff. You know.
What was her stage name?
Gina Rome.
Gina Rome, that's right. No, I put her in a movie, right? My Mothers and Wives.
When she came back a little, just for a little. She did a short comeback, and then she definitely quit it. You know, but do you remember she was super busy editing your movie, like 18 a month or stuff like that.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of work. Yeah, you guys, you did a good job.
Yeah.
So, was there? Well, I mean, you know, I want people to understand. I don't want to leave that spot because for me, between me and you and anybody who wants to understand, going to the talent call for Jim South was just like some heavenly fantasy dream. Just like, where the fuck are you going to go to this call where all these girls are gathered at once? And we're talking 40, 50, 60 girls sometimes.
All getting naked one by one, showing the body.
All naked and a huge majority horny.
Yeah.
Horny. I mean, I'm popular, so they're horny. And I can say, hey, you know what I mean? So it's just a beautiful, crazy time. And all the directors, the famous directors are there. John Leslie's there. Paul Thomas sometimes. Ron Sullivan, Henry Pichard. You know,
oh yeah, Ron Sullivan, poor guy. I remember, a great person.
Wonderful guy. I love that guy.
Yeah.
But it was just a you know, you get to meet all your friends, hang out. Then Jim, how great was Jim?
He was nice. He didn't find much work for me, but I remember one time somebody asked him, "Who's this guy?" I was in the book there. I don't know. So he was always nice with me. I didn't like that he was making a lot of fun of my accent, but besides that, he was, yeah. Oh, I hear an accent. You know, for a Texan guy, you know, it's an Italian. It's like
yeah, it's pretty far apart.
Yeah, even from the north of Italy, I think that I'm not even white. You know. So anyway, no, but I made a little mistake. I did an imprecision. When I first met John Decker, he didn't say that tomorrow there is the casting call. He gave me something else. Like a month or two after it happened, he called me, "Hey, tomorrow there is a casting call at Jim South." That day, he told me, a friend of mine, it was the real beginning. I think it was like, I think it was still 94.
94.
Yeah. That 94 or 95, I don't remember. 95, I started really working constantly. So I believe this was just one scene in 94. He said, there is this person that I know that shoot some amateur stuff. If you want to do a scene with the...
Let me guess, Jeff Coldwater.
No,
okay.
No. It was a guy and a lady. He owned the camera. He was one of the first to own a Betacam camera. Everybody used to call him Betacam George. George, he had this big Betacam camera. He was rented to other people. And this lady was shooting for him. He was in a little house in Canoga Park. And oh my God, I remember it was a week after he told me. For a week, I had anxiety, thinking, oh my God, I don't know if I can make it. And then at the end, it was not an excellent performance, you know, but I could do it. They were fun, they were happy, and they paid me. And since then, I started, you know. Then he gave me the casting call. So he also told me about somebody else, I tell you.
So that was your first scene?
That was the first one.
And it's not a joke. That anxiety is not a joke.
Oh, my God. So, anxiety can kill anything, even Viagra. People think that Viagra is the panacea. How do you say it? Something that cures that you have to get high. It's not true. Because you still have to be aroused. If the anxiety is stronger than the arousement, Viagra doesn't work.
No.
No. And you know, he also told me about the Reagan Center. Do you remember Reagan Center?
Me punching him?
Huh?
What about him?
No, he told me about, there is this guy too, but he always liked to do a test shoot with the gear. So it's not going to happen, because we work with it. And we respected that. So, but we went there, and he found some work for me. He was the one who put me in contact for the first time with Joe D'Amato. Because he know that we are Italian, he put me in contact with Joe D'Amato, and we shot a movie, a big movie with like a mafia movie in a house on the Hollywood Hills, I think, and it's where I met Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels was in the movie. Yeah. But then the second scene when I started performing regularly, it was because I went to the Jim South casting call, and Michael Mammano did it. You remember Michael Mammano, the photographer? He was there. He was a friend of Jim South too. He was a photographer there. He saw us. And he said, I'm Italian too, originally. He doesn't even speak Italian, but the family is Italian. Do you want to do an amateur scene for me? I paid $250 for both. This was the price at that time. Sure, I said. And that was the first, it was the second scene, but the first one that I did when I started working regularly.
But the first one was, you were scared.
Well, I was scared for a while, Then I loosened up a little bit at the time.
Yeah, it took me, 100 scenes before I was really relaxed. Yeah. But
and the sad thing is that I quit for a while, and now I'm back just doing content. But still, now I feel again the anxiety.
Oh, really?
Unbelievable. So it kills me.
It's not like riding a bike like they say.
No, and I don't even have anybody. Now I put the camera on a tripod, and still I see the camera there, and I.
Really?
Yeah, I have to move for the camera.
Because some people on my comments say, oh, performance, nothing. You think you're really doing something?
It's false, totally false.
How many people, like I say this all the time, how many people would you think out of like 100 men could actually perform in front of somebody consistently?
Very few.
Maybe not even one. Maybe not. Yeah. Consistently, we're saying, with the highs and lows, the girls that you like and the girls you don't. And the days you feel good, the days you don't. Right? How many? I don't think one. No. I don't think 1 out of 100 can do it. I think maybe 1 out of 1,000 or 1 out of 500. That's what I think. But 1 out of 100, I don't think so.
And now I even ask to do content only a gear that I really like, and I have the feeling that it's going to be easy, whatever, so I can choose it. I
really?
Do it. Yeah, why not?
So now you got spoiled.
Yeah, but it's still not enough.
Yeah?
Yeah, still stress.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
After all this time?
Unbelievable.
Wow, and you take Viagra?
Yeah, of course.
No, I mean, but even you feel...
I take a cocktail.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I cut one in half. I take liquid Levitra and a piece of Viagra.
Oh, shit, right?
A piece of Cialis and the liquid Levitra.
Wow. So, okay.
I don't want to shoot my dick. I don't want
to. Yeah. To me, that seems like some crazy shit, but I don't know. I mean, people do it.
Oh, a lot of people do it.
I mean, John Decker did it because I remember him getting to work over there at Alex DeRenzi's, I mean?
I remember.
It was a hard gig to get, right? So he got there and he's walking around with his dick hard when before he could never get his dick hard, But I never had a problem with him. He's always kind of cool and calm, but.
He was telling the story that he had a motorcycle accident, so something happened on your penis, and when he gets hard, it takes hours before he goes down.
Wow, he's a full bullshitter, huh? That's funny. If anything, he's going to destroy you. So that first scene and then a couple more scenes, was performing all you thought it might be, or did you have a different point of view on it afterwards?
Well, I thought it was much easier. And then I found out it was not. But out of a certain number of scenes, some... I don't know, because of the combination, I like the gear, and I was in a particularly strong day, I had a great scene. And when I had a great scene, it was like to fucking private, So it was good. Was good, but not in some were a struggle, you know, because when there are some days that I really don't feel like, you know, if you're booked, you gotta do it, what you cancel it the last moment, you know, and then it's bad.
And that's today, or those are the old days?
All days, yeah.
Old days, right?
Yeah.
Because today you're not working for anybody, only for yourself.
No, I don't work. I do do content, and I put it on my OnlyFans. You know?
Yeah.
Or
What's your OnlyFans, Claudio? What?
OnlyFans.com/Maestro Claudio. Maestro Claudio.
We want to know, how'd you get that name, Maestro?
Oh, because it happens when I was shooting for with Michael Stefano, John Strong, I think I always bragged how good I am, you know. And they say, yeah, you are the Maestro, you are great, you are the Maestro. I say, yes, you should call me Maestro. And since then, they call me Maestro.
Yeah. I got something I'm going to bring up.
Because, you know, Maestro, you know, a director like Fellini was the Maestro. Michelangelo, Leonardo, they were called Maestro.
Artist, yeah, a great artist.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to bring this up, Claudio. Okay? I'm going to call you on this, all right?
I'm ready.
It's not a big call, but it's a little call.
Okay.
When I first met you, you were shooting shots. You were doing a lot of shots.
Yeah.
And you started working with me, and I saw you change your style. You remember that?
Well, I was shooting old-fashioned, you know? Yeah. You know, the wide, the close-up, the medium, moving around, you know? But already I started changing with the extreme people, you know? Also because you save time, you know? You save time, you know? And I think the action flows more. But I always remember what you said. You had a special way that you wanted me to shoot. You said, 30 to 40 second close up. 30 to 40 second wide, 30, 40 second the face.
And then the mediums too.
Yeah.
Wide, mediums.
Yeah, wide or medium. You know?
Right. But, you know, yeah. What'd you think of that? It's a good way?
Well, it's too standard, you know. I just follow the action, you know.
Too fascist? A little bit?
Yeah. It's too constrictive, you know. It forces you to do
those are the big parameters, but of course you can go off of those, you know what I mean? But anyways, yeah. So you have, when I met you, do you remember when I met you? You were in Chatsworth, I think. Did you have a home in Chatsworth?
I had one. My first home was in Chatsworth. After West Hollywood, we moved to Chatsworth.
Yeah, that's when I met you. And you were always renting your location. When did you figure out that was a good way to generate income? And how much was it generating? Was it working good for you?
Well, at that time, I don't remember, you know, but the top that I was making was probably around 10 grand a month, you know. 10 grand of extra money a month is a good thing just to do nothing, you know. You know, it's a little pain in the ass for me because I'm OCD, so I don't like people to move in my stuff, you know? But I like the money. But now I don't do it anymore. I do it only for friends. If I really have friends, you know, like Manuel or few people that I know, they ask me, I say, okay, come over.
Really?
Yeah.
So no more shooting at your house?
I shoot all my stuff.
Your stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I shoot the stuff for Perf City and shoot the stuff with Mick Blue for Bambition. And that's it. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, we shoot everything there. It's more convenient, save money.
But for years you used your house.
Yeah.
For years, 20 years.
I still do it, but just really once in a while. Before there were periods it was intense, you know.
But I'm going to give, sometimes I give a little education and a little way for someone to prosper. When they listen to my show.
Yeah.
So, we're telling everybody that at one point in time, and a lot of points in time, and still today, having a location for porno in the Valley can make you some good money.
Oh, yeah. There are people that make a living like this. You know? We know somebody. I don't know if I can say name, but, you know, somebody living in Encino. There's like 3 houses.
Right. The one guy?
That one guy.
Is B-E-N?
Exactly.
Ben. We're not going to give you the last name.
Ben.
But, his home is all kinds of Hollywood movies shot there.
Always, and for years.
So that home, his home, that one home, right? I don't know how many movies have been shot there. Hollywood movies.
Yeah. Not big feature, but B movie stuff like that.
I've seen 8 movies there.
Really?
Yeah, numerous times.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so you can make a lot of money. He probably makes probably 40 or 50 a month, probably sometimes, I'm guessing.
Yeah, for him it's easier because I live in a gated community, so there are rules, and but to have a Hollywood movie at my place would be more difficult.
Yeah. What are the pitfalls besides people moving your furniture around? What are the pitfalls of renting a location?
Just having people around all day long, or for the hours that they are there, it's a pain in the ass. It's not. I'm not like band that just leaves and do whatever. And but now I'm less. At the beginning was a kind of suffering. Seeing people there and
yeah, I don't like it.
No, and then they don't respect anything. They don't give a fuck.
Fuck your shit up, right?
Yeah, they do whatever they want.
The bathrooms, the floors.
First thing, feet on the couches with the shoes. Boom, take off the shoes. Oh, sorry. And then after a moment, boom, again.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, make you. But you seem pretty neutral mentality. But is that because you hide it and afterwards you're like, "Rah!" Yeah,
I
motherfuckers.
I hide it because I like the money.
All right. And so then doing camera made you some good money too?
Yeah, well, there was some time. I think at the time where we were only selling services, my wife was editing tens of movies a month. And at the top, I shot 33 scenes in a month.
Wow. And what was the average, $300 to $400 a scene?
Yeah, 400.
400 a scene?
At that time, now I would never shoot for that money, but yeah.
Huh. So
and editing was paying much better then than now.
Oh, yeah. Then. Yeah, it's more competitive or whatever, or it's harder.
I don't know. People were paying more, and now everybody is tight with money and they don't want to spend. After the internet came, the online stuff started, everything got fucked up.
Yeah, it's all crazy. So 94 is when you really started, pretty much.
Let's say 95. I did one thing on 94.
And we must have met in 96 or 7? In Chatsworth?
I think 96, yeah. No, 95, I was already in Chatsworth. Probably 95.
95, 96? Yeah.
Then I moved to Tarzana.
Tarzana, okay.
Yeah. Then from Tarzana to the gated community. Do you remember I was living there before?
I remember. All I remember is
the same
Chatsworth and then Beverly Hills. I don't remember the places.
No, it was Chatsworth 1 year. 1 year in Tarzana. 3.5 years in the place where I live now, but in another house, renting. Then I moved 4.5 years in Bel Air. And then I bought the house here. 15 years there.
Yeah, we were neighbors.
We were on the other side. I could see.
Hey! We know each other a long time. Did you recognize me when you first met me or not?
You know what? TTBoy was not that popular in Italy. I don't know why. I don't know what, but or at least the movie that I don't remember if I saw you in Italy, but I think I did. But you were not one of those famous faces for me.
Yeah, because I was, I don't know. Because I probably didn't do that much work by then or something.
You probably had. What year did you start?
89.
Yeah, see? You didn't start like 6 years before. Those people started
way back
20 years before.
Yeah, it takes time to get the material out.
Ron Jeremy in the late 70s, I would say.
76.
Yeah.
76, yeah. Yeah, so...
Did you have Ron here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. What American porn girls, which one, right, of all the girls, all the porn girls out of this time, did you want to bang, want to fuck?
I can't say that.
Yeah, you can pick one?
I know so many that I don't want to be disrespectful to the other.
Not disrespectful, one that hits your head, stands out.
I can't say one. I can say a few.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, give me a few.
Ashley Lane.
Is that a newer girl? Because I don't know.
Yeah, new, but not newer. She's new of course, for you. She's super beautiful, for my opinion. Brooklyn Gray. I did my first content with her, but I don't know why. I don't remember. We didn't do real. So we just did a BJ thing. We pee on each other and we did a BJ.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, we pee on each other almost always.
Really?
Yeah, I loved it. And then I loved
So you like golden showers?
Yeah.
Girls just sits on your face, your body, where?
Face, mouth, everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, I don't drink, but there are some girls that drink. They drink beer, they like
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah. Anyway, so actually Brooklyn, Gray, and well, the others I already did it, but I would do it again. There are many. Yeah.
So those girls, okay. What about any of the girls from the? I mean, Ginger Lynn is a girl you would have.
Now they are too old.
No. But back then.
Oh my God! If Ginger Lynn, I think Ginger Lynn was one. It's Tracy Lord and Ginger Lynn.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Of all the girls, I don't mean today's age.
Oh, at that time I was crazy for the German girl, Kelly Trump. Do you remember Kelly Trump? She was with Joe D'Amato a lot. German girl from Germany. She came here to shoot this movie, several movies, Joe D'Amato. Joe D'Amato was here for a long period shooting several movies in 35 millimeter, and he brought her from Germany here. I worked with her a lot. Kelly Trump, very good. Yeah. And she still looks great.
So that's the girl of all the girls?
She's one of my favorites.
Tracy Lords, Kelly Trump.
Yeah.
Ginger Lynn.
Yes.
Amber Lynn.
Amber Lynn less, but still,
Candy Evans.
Yeah, Candy Evans. Yeah.
Okay, so.
But Ginger Lynn, I remember the most.
She was very beautiful. Huh? Something about her. She had something special.
Not the real pure beauty, something intriguing.
In her.
Yeah.
She's a nice girl, but she has fire. Yeah. Something in her, right, that makes you want to fuck her.
Yeah, but also the look, the special look.
Yeah, she was beautiful. I mean, when I saw Ginger Lynn in the porno back then, I was just like, wow, she looks so incredible. She was an incredible girl. Yeah. That's it. You can't say anything less.
No.
In your opinion, and of all time, we just talked about who you want to fuck, but of all time, can you pick one American porn star that you might think was the best, from Jenna Jameson to Jewel Denial to whoever? Can you pick one?
That I think was the best?
The best porno star ever. Just because she had it all. Savannah was pretty, the Savannah, she knew how to do something. Jenna Jameson had so much.
She never done anything to me.
But she had so much. She had a brain. Let me tell you something. If you fucked her, Claudio, then you might think different.
Okay.
Because the pussy and the fire she had. And you'd be like, whoa, right? But tell me, somebody who you think is the best pornos. Can you pick one for me?
It's difficult to compare the new one with the old ones, I should choose two. Of the old time, I would say between Ginger Lynn and Tracy Lords. And the new one, there are so many that are so good. Huh? Yeah.
How about that one girl, the big tits, Angela? Angela White, right?
She's a super performer, nothing to say. I shot her only once for Perth City with Ramon. She did an incredible scene. She's a super performer. Yeah. But she's not my style, my style of girl, Yeah. I like her. She's nice. She's whatever. But she's one of the best performers for sure. But I wouldn't go crazy to fuck her.
Right. I think like you, because I like the super cute girls like Candy Evans, Ginger Lynn, right?
Yeah.
So that's not what, she's more of a Christy Canyon, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Christy Canyon's a great girl.
Yeah, she still looks
But she's
good.
not your type.
No, exactly.
Right. You know what? Christy Canyon's pretty. She's one of the coolest girls I ever met, but she wasn't totally my type.
Yeah.
Beautiful, but not my type, right? Like you're saying. So, how about Riley Reid?
No, absolutely.
No way.
She does zero for me. Yeah.
Okay.
A Bella Danger, maybe.
I don't know that one, yeah.
A Bella Danger.
Yeah.
Oh, she's like the contract gear director too for Brazzers now.
Yeah, I don't know.
She has 7.7 million followers on Instagram.
Oh, really?
On Instagram.
Wow. 7 million.
Just to give you an idea, do you remember?
Wow.
Do you remember Sharon Stone?
Mm-hmm.
She has 2.4 million on Instagram. A Bella Danger 7.7.
Wow. So must be making a lot of money on OnlyFans. $1 million a month, probably, huh?
No, I think I heard that the one who makes the most is Riley Reid.
Riley Reid.
Yeah.
I heard stories. So is she? Who's the prettiest? You think? We're not saying the best, but the prettiest. Who's the prettiest? You just say, "Fuck, you're a pretty ass girl." Like, when you see her, you just get fuck. Or when you see her in the movies, or when you see her in person, you say, "Oh my god."
And also, you have to make the difference between body and face. You know.
Yeah. We're saying body. We're saying.
Oh,
no,
body.
no. Excuse me. Face. The prettiest face.
Okay, one time, a while ago, I met one and I shot one, and I think she's the prettiest. Elena Koshka.
Say it one more time.
Elena Koshka.
Elena Koshka?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's originally she's Russian, but she's American. You know, but the family is Russian. 6 foot tall.
Blonde?
Yeah.
Sounds blonde to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, but the face is amazing.
Really? Okay. All right. This one is different because this one could be, you know, who knows, but the horniest. Who's the horniest fucking porn girl you ever seen or met?
Oh, fuck, I don't know, but for personal experience, very recent, so crazy horny was a black girl named Ashley Ali.
Really?
Ashley Ali.
Ashley Ali.
Yeah. Ali written in a weird name, Ali with a GH, you know.
She's the horniest. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did content with her. She's great.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it.
She's great. But there are many, you know.
Yeah. I mean, Belladonna was a pretty horny girl.
I don't know. I shot her one time. She hired me to shoot a girl sing, and I like her. I like her as a performer, but I don't know her to be able to judge if she's horny or not.
Right. So you'd have to fuck him maybe. Or you watch him a lot in porno. At this point in time, you're not really watching porno, probably.
You know what? I have to admit, you know, I like to watch the amateur stuff on the tube, the stuff that the husband put there with the wife fucking another guy, stuff like that he shoots, stuff like that. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love the cockle stuff.
Oh,
but
you're a super voyeur.
Yeah, but the real amateur, you know. And when they kind of make love, they are one on the other. You almost don't see the action, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is how I like to fuck.
Yeah.
I like to make love.
Hey, I understand a little. You know, I mean, sometimes when you're doing a scene, when I was doing scenes, once in a while there'd be a girl I like so much, I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking you hard, but I'm still making love to you. You know what I mean? It's just like you love them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever get on a set and say, fuck the girl? I'm not a set or at home or whatever, and you fuck this girl and you're like, oh my God, I think I'm in love.
Kind of. Not really in love, because I'm in love only with my wife, you know, but I feel a strong attraction, you know.
Like something gets in you a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Any girls?
No.
No? Okay. That's secret?
It's not. No, it's not.
No big
love.
deal? Okay. Yeah, you're an intellectual and you're older, so it's not really the same as when you're like 25 or 30. Oh my God.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? I'm in love. Because if you were in the porno business when you're 25 and you're still married, you might fall in love everywhere.
I was falling at that time. I was falling in love all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah. Even when I had a girlfriend at that time, I was falling in love with other girls.
Oh, yeah. Me too. Yeah, I'm not saying nothing. No, me too. You see a girl and she's nice to you and then you get to fuck her and she's great to fuck. Oh my God, it's over, right?
Yeah.
You're in love. So what turns you on the most about a girl? You know, her ass, legs, pussy, face?
I did a poll the other day on Twitter. I put, what fascinates you most in a girl? Face, boobs, puss, ass. Me, is a combination of the face and the ass.
Legs are kind of part of the ass a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the whole body, you know, the whatever. But because those are fetish, you know, so there are boobs guy, ass guys. But for me, the face is the most important thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But boobs are really secondary. A girl with an amazing round and ass that stick out with the arch and everything, even if she has no tits, that's perfect for me.
You know, I don't really care about tits. They look good, you know what I mean?
Oh, I love them if they are really nice, you know, but it's a plus.
Yeah, right. It's not the biggest deal to me. I like a nice ass, fat pussy.
Yeah. I don't worry about pussy.
Pussies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't. They don't even know the difference. You know what I mean? When I got in the business in 1989, I said to Peter North, "Look at that fat pussy." He goes, "What's that?" I go, "Puffy pussy."
You told me all the time. I remember. Oh, she has a puffy pussy. I said, what the fuck is he talking about?
That's just a cut in the fucking legs. What do you? Just a gash.
A gash.
I see there's a lot of gaping and ass fucking on your Twitter, right? For your company.
This is what they like to see. I should that.
So yeah, I was gonna say, do you like anal sex?
No. They know perfectly. I don't. In my personal life, I would never do it. No, I hate it. But visually, I like it. So I like it to shoot it because it's the dick that goes inside a perfectly round hole. It's even more visually appealing than the dick in the pussy. So visually, I like it. And I have to please the customer. And so this is what they want to see, so I shoot it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I see a lot of gaping. You like gaping visually?
No. That's zero for me. I still don't understand why people like it. But the more they see, the better it is. So, hey, here you go.
That's what I was thinking, because I never, ever saw any type of value in a gaping, steaming shithole.
Ass to mouth, another thing that's zero. I remember.
Pussy to mouth, maybe.
Pussy to mouth is fine.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. But pussy is made to be fucked, you know. This is the point. Yes, it's not. It's. I'm OCD, so just the idea to stick my dick where it's not supposed to be, it bothers me, you know.
Yeah.
And then if if I fuck her in there and she does ass to mouth, I don't want to kiss her anymore.
That's disgusting. For me, I'm a pornographer, but it's disgusting. You know me, my movies, I did what I did, but a lot of them weren't very nasty.
Yeah.
They were just more entertaining, my movies.
Like I told you, I like to make love. So what turns me on the most is kissing.
I love kissing.
Even watching.
All right.
Also, gear, they do nothing to me.
Nothing.
When two girls kiss, I like it.
Yeah. If you're into kissing, because I'm a big kisser. You saw me kiss.
Yeah.
Today you watch movies, and probably about 99% of Hollywood movies, they're always kissing like this. I mean, this is that. So they're kissing halfway, and then they go like this. Put the hair or something over. I'm like, if you're getting paid to do a part, you're an actor.
Yeah, you should do it.
Why do you do that? You need to kiss. Right? Kiss. Get in, get the tongue, get the lips, get everything in there.
I think it's a rule of Hollywood. You're not supposed to use the tongue.
Yeah, but Claudio, when you're getting paid big money, shut the fuck up.
You should, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Stop acting like that. That's not true. Anyways, so you see what I'm saying. Yeah. It's true. And I think the art of kissing, then is the art of kissing leaving? I mean, not that it was always in porno, but is it there or is it kind of fading away in porno too?
I think it's at the same level that it always was, which it was. Actually, probably in the 70s, 80s was much more. But when I started in porn, kissing was just already fading. But I was doing it all the time. I don't get aroused if I don't kiss the girl, you know.
Me too.
Before fucking, I have to kiss her, or while I'm fucking, you know. And now it's about the same, you know. I think there are a few people that do it. Kissing in porn.
Only a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, a few male performer. Looks like they don't care, they don't like, I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's what I thought I'm hearing. Kissing is just leaving. Yeah. For me, you know, it's number one. For me, kissing and fucking or kissing gets my dick hard.
Exactly.
If I don't kiss, then it's kind of like, you know, I can get my dick hard anyways, but you know what I mean? It's just.
I remember you used to pull down the pants and the dick was already hard. That's weird. That's something. That's unusual.
Well, I always mentally made sure. It was embarrassing for me to pull my pants down with my dick soft. Yeah. For me, it's embarrassing. So I always worked on that.
So I should be very, very often.
Well, it was a skill I worked on hard as an actor. It doesn't come natural. Yeah. It was a skill I worked. And I came up with the terminology. You know,
you told me, I don't remember.
Gating.
Gating.
So out of the gate.
Oh, gating. I was gating.
Yeah. So I would say, because I used to say to Jake Steed, you know, you got to make sure you gate before. So he started working on it, you know. Because before we got into business same time, me and Jake Steed, the people always pull their pants down with a soft dick 9 times out of 10. Or 9.5 times out of 10, their dick was always soft and they suck it up, right? But I said, I don't think that looks good. So I came up with them to try and gate. So I kind of brought it into action, really. And maybe like Rocco could do it, you know what I mean? But not too many people could.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways.
I'm going to work on my gating.
Yeah, gating skills. But you said before, you know, and I've said this before too, I bring it up sometimes, people get all crazy. But sometimes you said before you thought I was one of the best or the best performer.
I still think that.
Which one is it? The best or one of the best?
Okay, you have to make a distinction. As a natural sex machine, you know, a natural performer, you no doubt, you know, especially considering what you could do. So because I remember, so we used to go 3 to 4 different locations in the same day, me with the camera, and you were doing 3 to 4 scenes, one after the other. I don't think there are many guys that can do that, you know. So talking about visual performance, I would say my friend Michael Stefano. It has crazy stuff, you know. You are more a natural fucker that fuck instinctively, you know. That I remember I shot you sometimes with a girl. I think it was for that Asian street hooker that you had, whatever the series. I don't know if you like the girl so much, whatever. You look like possessed at a certain point, grabbing the face of the girl. What's my name? Tell me my name. Say my name. And she said, Titi. No, my name is Daddy. Daddy's my name. Call me Daddy. And it was looking natural, you know. But you don't do acrobatic stuff. You don't do a performance art, you know. Art. You know what I mean? Something artistic, you know. Michael Stefano, he has really he perfectioned this art, you know. He's not as strong as you. I don't think there's never been somebody like that. You know. I remember somebody told me that, I think Joe Silveira told me. Joe Silveira told me, even the great Rocco said, hats off in front of TTBoy. He said. So I would put you these two, my favorite.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
To let people know, but yeah, I mean, I felt possessed sometimes.
I always talk about you like the best performer, the greatest performer ever. Performer, you know.
Thank you. It's nice. It's nice to be recognized.
And also consistent.
Yeah.
Because even Rocco, there were periods of time that he went down. You know, I don't know if he was doing too much drag or whatever, you know, he went down and it was not consistent. You were super consistent. I've never seen you failed or doing bad, you know.
You never saw me weak ever?
No.
Never. That's the thing that people got to know. Sometimes you have bad days, but even on my bad days...
But I remember that you are not strong with the BJ. You like short BJ and go to fucking.
Sure. Oh, but I don't like blowjobs. Unless the girl's really pretty and good, yeah. I mean, I could do it, but, you know, I don't want to be there. But, you know, I performed, you know, in the hard days, right? So doing the scenes that we were doing is like a joke. Yeah. You know what I mean? But anyways, did you, Mike Stefano's a hell of a nice guy.
Yeah.
I mean, is that guy really that nice? I mean, I know him, but sometimes I say to myself, this is one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my fucking life.
Well, he's super nice.
Fuck, incredible, right?
Super nice.
Incredible.
But special. But special.
Huh?
Special.
What do you mean?
You know, he has his things, you know. He left because he was completely burned out, you know. Then I brought him back, you know, because just out of the blue I called him, hey, let's see what he's doing. I thought he was still in Asia, you know. Instead, by chance, he was here in visiting the sister in Northern California. You know? I said, hey, come back. I said, I need you. I need a guy like you. Oh, I don't know, Claudio, if I have the energy, And I insisted like 3 times. The third time, 3 different calls. The third one, I said, okay, tell me when, and I come down. Now, it's less than a year. It's going to be a year like in June, July. I don't know if it's going to last for a whole year.
Really?
Oh, no, he already knows that. He's still here because he can't leave, He has to go visit the mom in Italy because the mom is in Italy, the mom family is Sicilian. And he wants to get the vaccination because to go there, you need the vaccination. When he gets that and when he can go to visit the mom, he leaves, he stays there in Italy with her a few months, he goes back to Asia, to the Philippines. But I'm saying that he's special, because he gets burned out easily,
Really?
So he gets tired. He doesn't care, He's for absolute simplicity. So I told him, open an OnlyFans, He has tons of old movie, whatever. He opened the OnlyFans. Too much work. I don't care. And then they started asking him for model releases. He has everything because he's super organized. Just the idea to scan, send it to them and do, fuck it, I'm going to close it. He doesn't care.
So you can put the old OnlyFans stuff, old movies up there?
Sure. Huh. If they do something, for him, they were not doing much,
I got you.
But you can put whatever you want. Whatever you own.
I own so much stuff.
Yeah.
I can put it up there. Huh.
Sure, why not?
Well, sometimes I think about doing OnlyFans. Sometimes I'm bored. I can still fuck. Sometimes I wake up and I can't even take a piss very good because my dick is so hard. You know what I mean? And I'm taking anything, right? I'm in really good shape right now. So really heavy cardio, so I'm in really good shape and real light. I weigh about 157, 56. So I'm really in good shape, fucking shape. I wake up and I say, fuck, my dick is so fucking hard. I can't take a piss. You got to bend your dick down to take a piss. Right? I'm like, fuck, maybe I should go back to work. I'm bored. My girl says, go ahead.
Hey, do same with me. For me. At least one. Just a comeback.
I think about it, but I'm so far. Here's one thing, Claudio, I was so spoiled when I made my company because I do my own girls, my own stuff. And before
I let you choose.
Yeah. I mean, it takes me time to warm up, you know what I mean? So I'll probably do a shitty scene.
Michael Stefano, the first one after 8 years, was great. With the black hair, because he likes black hair.
I like black girls.
So I give you black hair.
I like a lot of girls. Yeah. Anyways, so okay. No, Stefano is a wonderful guy.
Yeah.
I mean, such a nice guy. Fuck. Every time I see him, which I don't see him that much, I say to myself, fuck. You're such a nice guy. I want to call you. Say hi.
He lives with me now. You know that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to call him.
So he's staying.
Let's have lunch next week.
Sure.
Let's all of us have lunch.
Or even dinner at our place, whatever.
Okay.
But he wants to live. He's already tired. Already tired.
So that's when you say, man, I never got tired. I was like a beast, but I was working at my company, so I was doing too much work, so that's why I quit performing.
You know what? He wanted to work. He said, Claudio, if I come, I wanna work a lot, he said. Not only for you, Of course, sure, I'm pretty sure you can find it, Now, if he wants, he can work almost every single day. And he told me, he said, I knew that I was going to work, he said, but I couldn't believe so much.
That's great.
No, I mean, for an older guy, because he's 51, so it means that there is not much of the great guys around.
So if I came back, I could get some work?
Oh, yeah. Believe me, you can get them. I don't think you want that, you need that, just do it for fun, for me.
The thing is,
believe me, we are gonna scream everywhere. That Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Boom! The comeback of TTBoy.
Then I go, I don't know. The thing I'm scared of sometimes is that I'm even more mental than I used to be. Yeah. Not as physical, but more mental. So I can talk to these girls, and if they get to fucking go crazy, I'm because I used to say a lot of crazy things to them. That's what people don't know because I whisper it to them.
Oh, really?
A lot of crazy shit, right? I'd be like, as I'm fucking doing different things, Anyways, I'll think about it. Yeah. I mean, let me ask you this. Did you ever get a special gift from one of the girls?
Like what?
Like when you might need a shot for or something?
Oh, yeah, a couple of times.
Gonorrhea, chlamydia?
think a couple of times with gonorrhea and 3 times chlamydia. Well, gonorrhea is super easy because you get a shot the day after it's gone. Chlamydia, sometimes there are some strains that are stronger. If taking pills, they might have to keep taking antibiotics. It's annoying, you know. But it's very rare, very rare.
Tell me about your company now. You know, I want to talk about your company. Now, I want to understand, Claudio, you have been shooting for 24 years?
I started... let's say I started performing professionally in 95. I think I started shooting maybe like a year after.
25
years. 25 years.
25 years. So you already have this skill, a great skill, and then you have all the talent also come to your house. Right? I mean, you know so many talent. You know everybody because you've been around so long.
Yeah.
So I know you have your company called Perf City, but these things work so well together because you know it's all there for you compared to some outsider.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But before we go into your company, you were working with Stagliano and Evil Angel, a product?
Okay. When we started Perf City, after a few months, I made a deal with Stagliano that he was distributing my movie, and their policy is that they put all your scene, all the scene that you give them to make a DVD, they put them in evilangel.com on a website. And I didn't like that, you know. By the beginning, you know. Whatever, let's start, let's try.
What year was this?
I think it was 2015.
Okay.
15 or 16, you know. 15 probably. Then it attracted my attention that it took somebody else that I didn't like, whatever. And he made a deal that he was just distributing the movie, but not putting the scene on the website. And I said, I don't like that. Sorry. So why him and not me? Well, with you, we started already putting the scene. Now we can't not put the scene. Okay, sorry, I'm leaving. So now I found another DVD distributor, which means close to nothing because DVD sells close to nothing now, you know. It's just probably is more a publicity vehicle, you know, a promotion vehicle, put the scene on DVD. And we are just on our own. So the scenes are exclusively on perfcity.com now.
Not on tube sites? You fight?
Oh, we put on the tube. You know, we cut the pieces, we put in the tube, we make money with that too. But besides that, that's what gives us the most traffic. You know, people see the scene, the tubes, they see Perf City, and they go to see Perf City. If they like the product, they subscribe, you know. But it's tough.
Did you make any money with Stagliano, with Evil Angel?
Yeah.
Good money or just...
Not the money that they used to make years ago, you know, but less and less. It was going down drastically.
But profits?
I made good profit when I was with my ex-partner that I don't even want to say.
Adriano?
Yeah. At that time, DVD were still selling good, and we were splitting the profit. We were making good money, you know. Good money, still not super good. Okay, let's say that in 1 month, the best month, we made with 3 movies what 5-7 years ago people used to make with 1 movie. You know, even less than that. You know.
Right, I understand that.
So when Manuel went there the first time, he was making with 1 movie what we made with 3. You know, and less and less and less. You know. So and now it's not. There are companies that don't even bother anymore to do DVDs.
So I mean, he had no internet presence really that made you money.
No, he has internet presence, but there is the cut is it's
nothing.
Poor because it does that. The company that runs the internet thing for them is Gamma, and they keep a percentage. Evil Angel keep another percentage of us, and we are left with much, much less, Now all the profit is mine, But also we have, thanks God, they make some money with the internet. Otherwise, there was no reason to do it, Then now I have Ben Vision, another my company, benvisions.com with Mick Blue. It's me and Mick Blue, and we distribute with Italiano, and we still make some money with them.
So what is your company? You're with Stagliano, so you're still making some money.
But with Ben Vision, not Perf City.
Right.
Ben Vision is me and Mick. Perf City is just me.
Okay.
Actually, me and my wife.
Somebody told me that Mick Blue's a good actor.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good?
He's constant, consistent, and I'm very easy to shoot. I just shoot around him like I shoot Mike Adriano, like I shoot Ramon, like I shoot John Strong. It's just for me, Michael Stefano is at another step. But only because of the fantasy, the crazy stuff that he does. The others are consistent and good too, but I think he's the best. And I'm really sorry that he's going to leave soon.
Oh, yeah. Around right now. Mike's the best around right now.
Right now, yeah.
That's good. That's great for me to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's good. So Mick is good, but that's what you say.
Yeah.
The good.
Yeah. Mick is good. Ramon is good. John Strong is good. As long as I could see black guys, Isaiah is good. Isaiah Maxwell. My friend Shawn Michael did always good with me, but he lives in Vegas. It's difficult to get him here. He's getting older, but he's still good.
Yeah, I mean, he's a natural performer. If he takes Viagra now, he deserves it. Yeah. He's a natural guy. And he was always a good performer. He's always good. That's all I can say, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Did you interview him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course, Shawn Michael's my brother for a long time. That's interesting. So that's interesting. What about the Russian guy who's supposed to be a good performer?
Marcos Dupré.
Yeah. How's he?
I shot him a couple of times. I think only in 2 DPs with the other Russian, with John Strong, my friend. And no, he's good. Nothing to say, but he's a little pain in the ass, He makes a lot of noise on set. It's crazy. It's too crazy for my taste,
Like a noise, like what? Prima donna noise?
No, well, he's a kind of prima donna too now. But beside that, like crazy stuff, screaming, making fun, doing joke, destructive, We gotta shoot a scene, We gotta finish the scene.
Oh, before the scene.
Oh, even during the breaks, Even during the scene, make weird faces like Brian Pumper used to do,
Brian Pumper. Oh, okay. So
why do you ask me about him? What?
No, I like to hear about the good guys. Somebody told me that he's supposed to be a good actor, but
Manuel is good too.
Manuel, right? Manuel's good.
Yeah,
but he's a natural performer, strong.
I don't know how natural he is.
Really?
No, he might swear that he's natural, but I don't know. I really don't know. I can't say anything. I just say I don't know.
Okay.
But just taking a little piece of Viagra is not the end of the world,
Yeah.
You might have to when you come back.
Probably. I mean, probably. But my mindset before was there was no such thing, right?
Yeah.
So, but I might have to, right? But I wake up my dick hard, so who knows?
Oh yeah. Maybe you don't.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, you know what I think, Claudio? I might have to, but if I was working and my dick starts getting exercise, I don't think so. But I don't know.
Nacho was super good.
Yeah, Nacho's great, right? Yeah.
And
Rocco.
Of course, Rocco, but I shot Nacho, but Rocco's never shot it, so I don't know. I know, but I saw scenes, I know that he's good. Rocco.
Rocco's great, yeah. Unbelievable.
I don't know if it's... I'd never experienced because I never shot him, but I shot Nacho.
Yeah, Nacho's great. Nacho's a real good artistic aerial type of guy. Yeah, he's strong, big dick. He's great. Yeah. Rocco's unbelievable. I work with Rocco, numerous times. So Perf City is based upon young, pretty girls or just nasty girls? What is it? Just any girl who comes around?
Just hardcore porn.
Hardcore porn?
Yeah, really extreme. Extreme, not like Extreme the company, not crazy stuff. But the max that you can get from sex, you know. So whatever they like extreme anal, they get extreme anal. They like gapes, ass to mouth, ass to pussy, those stuff, and they get everything, you know. But no violence, because I hate it. I don't like it. Not much slapping or nothing, choking. I don't care. The gear is more worshipped, you know, than anything else. Mm-hmm. But hardcore. But can be young, can be MILF, we do a variety.
Okay. A lot of DPs?
I don't know why, but I love to shoot DPs, you know, and I think I'm going to shoot more and more.
You love to shoot DPs?
Yeah.
Okay, double penetration is DPs.
Yeah. And I have the perfect guy. Lately we've been shooting with 3 guys. Stefano, Ramon, and John Strong. And they put up a show that it's amazing. You know, just rotating, doing any crazy stuff, double anal, double veg, DP. It's beautiful. I shot 4 and no, I think I shot 3. I need the 4th, but sooner or later we want to put out a DVD of this. And the theme is this. My PA, Jack, is a girlfriend. He always brings a girlfriend at home. And Michael Stefano is his dad. He lives with the dad. He brings the girlfriend home. And for some reason, then he has to leave. You know, he gets called on work. The girl stays there. Of course, the dad and the two friends fuck the girl immediately. DP do everything. One after the other. He gets new girlfriend and they fuck them all.
Sounds like it's possibly what happens in life.
Hey, it can happen.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So I love shooting DP. I shot many for Perf City.
So how long is 5 years? Perf City, how long has it been going on?
Yeah, we started in 2015.
How much content do you have on there?
More than 1,000 scenes, I think.
Well, that's great. Yeah. That's a good amount. That's great.
Because I also own all the old catalog, the stuff that me and
so you put that up there.
Me and the former guy did together.
So what? I mean, you brought this up twice, so I have to call you on it. What happened?
Well,
Mike Adriano.
After I think we did for 5 years with Evil Angel, but before shooting together before, we were just I hired me as a cameraman before. So after 7 years of collaboration, I couldn't put up with him anymore. One day I exploded and they sent him to fuck himself. He told me, find yourself a new partner, and done. Over.
Really?
The day that we launched Perf City, and we did together, Perf City was a common project.
Wow. Is that bother you, or you were happy, or?
Now I'm super happy.
Yeah. But did it bother you a lot back then?
Well, at the beginning it was tough to start everything again by myself, But now it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the only one person who decides everything.
Yeah.
It's a lot better.
Like it was your company.
Yeah. That's a big difference.
Yeah, big difference. At that time you were making a ton of money. Now it's impossible. That's the difference.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't want to discuss your profits. That's private stuff. But I understand you're saying it's not like it was. Was it better 5 years ago, or is it better now since you have more content?
Oh no, the site is growing, constantly growing, progressively growing, but too slow for my taste. I want to buy a Gulfstream 650 before I die. It's 70 million.
Me too, right? You don't want to use one, a G2 or G3?
Okay, we can live with that, but you still need a couple of tens of million, 20, 30 million.
You get a G2 or 3 for 3 million?
No.
4 million?
No.
Really?
No.
A used one? I think you can.
Very, very old maybe, but not a Gulfstream, I don't think so.
No,
but the new one has all the technology. They fly by themselves. Maybe I can go back flying,
Yeah, well, my father wanted one of those too. That's the dream of a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you remember any time that you were an actor or you shot all the camera, so you've seen so much action over the years. Can you give me a wild story that happened on set when a girl went crazy or a guy was lame or together they fought or something crazy that happened on a set one time? Can you remember something outlandish? So many?
Probably so many, but nothing relevant comes to my mind now. No.
Nothing when a girl took a poop accidentally or...
Oh, that happens all the time.
To you it seems natural, but for other people they don't know. How about
They think that the girls are always super clean, and they do their best to get clean, but stuff happens when you shoot anal.
How about this, Claudio? Some people think that the girls are complete angels and they've never done any bad and they're the most angelic creatures on the earth.
Most of the fans think that they're wrong.
Have you seen some rough girls come by?
Nasty.
What's the nastiest?
And then there are a lot of sweet girls, There are some that I really love,
Yeah, the sweet ones make up for the bad ones, huh?
Yeah. I would say that there are more sweet girls but there are some bad.
Yeah. Out of all these years, right? Now you've got 90s, zeros, or the thousands, the teens, and now you're into the 20s, almost like the rolling 20s. So that's 4 decades. You're part of porno now.
Yeah.
Well,
before I was just a viewer.
Yeah, but no, in the 90s you were working.
You
so that's 4 decades.
80s, you mentioned. No?
No. I said
90, 2000.
Teens and 20s.
Wow.
So you got 4 decades.
How's that possible if I've been only 26 years?
Well, because you're on each end of the cusp. Oh, okay. So 4 decades, relatively speaking. What are the good benefits of today performing in porno compared to when you first started? What are the differences? What's the pros and cons?
I think it was better at the beginning. Much better.
Much better.
Here, today is mostly super business oriented, There are some girls many girls that do it exclusively business oriented, At that time, there was still the swinger mentality, We can still get together after fuck all together, Here, now it's more difficult, They people just see them. Even guys, they care only about the money, If you go at a party, industry party, most of the time it's super boring, Nothing.
Nobody's fucking.
Nobody's fucking. No.
Really?
I think that just that, Now it's much more business oriented, It probably has to be like this because it's more difficult to make money. But you know what? Actually, for the performer, it's easier now because they get paid much more now than what it was before. Before they were paying nothing. Before, when the producer would make tons of money, performer got paid little. Now the producer make much less and the performer boom sky. This is crazy. I think it's because of the inflation of the agents. All these agents that came out. Before there was only Jim South. You remember Jim South and Rap, Pretty Girls.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, just those. Jim South was the most powerful man in the business.
In the world, yeah.
No, in the business.
In the world of porno, yeah.
And then one after the other, the avalanche of agents, And they control the market. They decide the prices and stuff, and it's tough to make money. So how can you pay a girl? An average price for anal now is $1,500. It's a lot. A guy less than $500-600, you cannot pay them. There are guys that ask more than $1,000. So a scene end up costing easily $2,500. If you put PA, location, makeup artist, and everything, it's a lot of money. You gotta make that money. It's tough.
Yeah, I guess sometimes you wonder. You say to yourself, "Is it harder to be a performer now because you're a whore? Because you don't enjoy the pussy like you once might have?" Like when I was an actor, I worked for 125 a scene, and I was like, "Thank you, thank you." Right? So maybe the high money spoils you. But, the inflation has came and prices are different living, but I rented a place at the Warner Center and it was $1,200 a month. No, $1,000 a month in 1990. So what is it now? $2,500. So it's still, yeah. I don't know. Anyways, that's not important. But anyway, so I understand what you're saying. What would you like to see change in the business? If you could change something, what would you change?
People buy subscription to Perf City. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Less piracy, more people pay for the porn, you know, and let's make more money. Everybody's going to be happier, you know. We are going to make better product, and everything is going to be better. People have to learn to pay for porn. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you're right. I'm going to say, like I said, kind of in the beginning, if you want to have, on a whole, I guess some people can do it, you know, they make money. But I think on a whole, we're trying to say, it's going to take more people, more professional, precise people with great creativity to be able to make the product. The only way they can make it is if they make money. So when you steal it, they don't get the money.
Exactly.
So you can't get these people because they can't afford to make it.
To make it. Yeah.
So you can't, like I used to make my orgies.
Yeah.
Those things are very expensive.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so how do you make it? I mean, I used to put sometimes 18, 19 girls in a movie, plus the actors, 2 scenes, you know what I mean? So they're probably equaling 7 guys per scene. So that's 14 guys. So how do you think you can afford that, you know, with beautiful locations?
It's impossible.
And anal and DPs and all that.
In fact, almost nobody does that anymore. You know?
It's probably...
They can still do gangbang, paying the guys very little, you know, and that's it. By orgy.
Yeah, it's rough, huh? So...
I love orgy.
I love orgies. That's why I made it. Because I loved orgies when I was an actor, right? I was like, what do I love? Fucking jumping around and fucking all
Jumping
the girls.
around, yeah.
It's wonderful, right? I guess we're at the end here. So Perf City, everybody's got to go to Perf City.
And Ben Visions, too.
And Ben Vision.
Yeah.
Okay. And
perfcity.com, benvisions.com.
So I asked this at the end of benvision.com. Out of all this time you've been in the business, right? You got to live kind of the dream you kind of wanted, right? Can you describe in 2 words your vast experience in this business?
2 words. Great business.
Great business?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still believe it. It's a great business.
Okay.
Maybe in a year I'm going to say fucked up business, but who knows? But now it's great business.
If you could fuck, you know, any mainstream celebrity, you know, this is off the porno, because I always like to understand what you're thinking, you know. Of all the mainstream celebrities, dead, here, anytime, right? Yeah. Which girl, you know, actress, you know, athlete, singer, whatever, anybody, celebrity, who would you like to make love to?
Oh, another very difficult question.
And of all times.
You know that I've never been into actresses, you know. Mm-hmm. When I was young, I loved Marilyn Monroe, for example. I was young, you know, I was a kid or whatever. But then after that, I cannot say, oh my God, that woman makes me crazy, you know. There are probably a few, but I don't remember. So. When I was in Italy, there was one named Ornella Muti. She was beautiful. So. Mm. Yeah. And who else? Let me think. I would like to fuck some young singer, maybe.
Who?
Miley Cyrus, for example.
She looks like she might be kinky.
Yeah. Here and who else?
Miley Cyrus?
You know what? Even if she's not that attractive, but she has so much character, she looks strong. Lady Gaga.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She looks interesting, like interesting
fuck.
Yeah. passionate. She seems might have passion.
She's Italian, huh?
Is she?
Yeah. What's her name? Cucinotta, I think.
Yeah?
Something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, she's Italian.
That sounds good. Sounds like a deal. And this is it. TTBoy TV out. We thank you, Claudio
Maestro Claudio.
Bergman. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for the interview. It was fun.
Yeah, it was? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. Sometimes it's fun to get a little bit out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe too much, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I might get in trouble. I don't know.
Did I miss anything?
No.
Any people you don't like?
Tons of that, but I don't want to say that.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
All right.
My wife recommended me, don't talk bad
Just
about
give me one name.
No, I can't.
Really? Okay. That's it. I tried. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace.